Not everybody won in 2021, however. The fortunes of 24 women decreased in the past year due to stock drops, declines in the value of private holdings, Forbes uncovering more information about their assets, or a very generous gift. Today we are going to talk about top 10 richest women in the world. Make sure to hit the like button, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos. Number 10. Iris Fontbona and family. Net worth, $23.3 billion. Fontbona rejoins the list of top 10 richest women in the world after her net worth fell in early 2020. She is the widow of Andronico Luksic, d. 2005, who built a mining and beverages fortune. She and her children control Chilean mining company Antofagasta, which recorded $5.1 billion in sales in 2020. Fontbona also owns a majority stake in Quininco, a publicly traded Chilean conglomerate active in banking, beer and manufacturing. Number 9. Gina Rinehart. Net worth, $23.6 billion. Rinehart, Australia's richest person, is chairman of mining and agriculture company Hancock Prospecting Group, which was founded by her father, iron ore explorer Lang Hancock, d. 1992. The iron ore industry was affected by the pandemic in early 2020, but the market has been recovering since, helping boost the value of her estimated 77% stake in the group. Number 8. Susanne Klatten. Net worth, $27.7 billion. Car sales recovered from a slump earlier in the pandemic, leading to a $10.9 billion rise in the BMW heir's fortune. The German carmaker reported nearly $119 billion in revenues in 2020, and its stock price increased more than 93% since mid-March 2020. She inherited her 19.1% stake in BMW from her late mother, Johanna Quandt, who was married to Herbert Quandt, who steered BMW into success in the luxury vehicle market. An investor with an MBA, Klatten helped transform her grandfather's Altana AG, which she owns all of, into a world-class specialty chemicals company. Number 7. Yang Huiyan and family. Net worth, $29.6 billion. Yang Huiyan owns about 58% of China-based real estate developer Country Garden Holdings. Her father, its founder, has been transferring her equity in the business since 2007. Shares fell by almost 14% due to the pandemic. Yang also chairs US-listed education firm Bright Scholar Education Holdings. Yang's aunt, Yang Huiyan, holds a stake in Bright Scholar and was a member of the 2017 Forbes China Rich list. Yang holds a degree from Ohio State University. Number 6. Jaqueline Mars. Net worth, $42 billion. Jaqueline Mars is a businesswoman who has a net worth of $42 billion. Jaqueline Mars is the daughter of Forrest Edward Mars Sr. and granddaughter of Frank C. Mars, founders of the American candy company Mars, Incorporated, of which much of her net worth has come from. Her share in the Mars family has made her the 52nd richest person in the world and the 26th richest person in America. She holds an American citizenship and earned a degree in anthropology from Bryn Mawr College. Her net worth comes largely from the family that gives her her distinctive name, and that founded the candy company Mars, Incorporated. Mars, Inc. is the owner of some of the most popular and well-liked candy brands in America, including Skittles, M&M's, Mars Bar, Starburst, and Snickers, as well as popular snack items such as Combos and Altoids. Number 5. Miriam Adelson. Net worth, $38.2 billion. Adelson now controls the 56% stake in casino operator Las Vegas Sands that was formerly owned by her husband, Sheldon Adelson, who died at age 87 in January. The company lost $985 million in the second quarter of 2020 as its 2 Vegas casinos and resorts were shuttered due to statewide lockdowns. The casinos reopened in June 2020, but the business ended the year with $1.69 billion in net loss, compared to $2.7 billion in profits in the previous year. Las Vegas Sands announced in March that it is selling its Vegas properties for $6.25 billion to focus instead on Asia. Its business is much bigger in Macau. Number 4. Julia Koch and family. Net worth, $46.4 billion. The widow of David Koch, d. 2019, Julia Koch and her children have a 42% stake in the family business, Koch Industries, which became America's largest private company per revenue last year. She sits on the board of directors of the $115 billion 2019 sales conglomerate. David's older brother Charles is chairman and also owns a 42% stake. An Iowa native, Koch moved to New York City in the 1980s and worked as an assistant to fashion designer Adolfo. She worked with many of his high-profile clients, including First Lady Nancy Reagan. Julia met David via a blind date in 1991. They ran into each other again 6 months later, began dating and got married in 1996. With her late husband, she donated $10 million to Mount Sinai Medical Center and $10 million to Stanford Children's Hospital to study food allergies. Number 3. MacKenzie Scott. Net worth, $53 billion. Scott, whose marriage to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos ended in 2019, became the biggest philanthropist of the pandemic, giving away $5.8 billion in grants to 500 non-profit organizations across the U.S., supporting causes including racial equity, LGBTQ+ rights and public health. She recently remarried, and her husband, science teacher Dan Jewett, joined her 2019 pledge to give away much of her fortune. Number 2. Alice Walton. Net worth, $61.8 billion. The daughter of Sam Walton lost her spot as the world's richest woman to Francoise Bettencourt Meyers, but still gained $7.4 billion in the past year, thanks to Walmart stock rising more than 5% since mid-March 2020. The retailing giant introduced free delivery as part of an Amazon Prime-like membership program, helping boost online sales 69% in the year through January. In 2011, she opened the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in her hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas. Crystal Bridges features works from the likes of Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell and Mark Rothko. In January 2020, she took aim at America's broken healthcare system and unveiled plans to open a holistic health institute in Bentonville. Number 1. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers and family. Net worth, $73.6 billion. Bettencourt Meyers inherited her fortune from her mother, Liliane Bettencourt, d. 2017, whose father, Eugene Schuler, founded cosmetics giant L'Oréal. The $33.6 billion 2020 sales company's profits fell 6% in 2020, in part due to consumers losing their appetite for makeup during quarantine measures. Yet the stock still rose 38% thanks to recovering cosmetics demand, especially for skincare products. Bettencourt Meyers has served on the board of L'Oréal since 1997. She has served on L'Oréal's board since 1997 and is chairwoman of the family holding company. She became France's reigning L'Oréal heiress in 2017 when her mother Liliane Bettencourt, then the world's richest woman, died at age 94. Bettencourt Meyers also serves as the president of her family's philanthropic foundation, which encourages French progress in the sciences and arts. Together, L'Oréal and the Bettencourt Meyers family agreed to donate $226 million to repair Notre Dame Cathedral following the April 2019 fire. That's a wrap for Top 10 Richest Women in the World. Hope you enjoy the video. If you enjoy the video, and want to hear from us again, make sure to hit the like button, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos.